Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video, and today is day 26 for Scraptember, and we're supposed to use stars. So I'm trying to cut into my final two 12 by 12s with this collection. This is actually the last page I made with this collection, but there's one more layout that you guys will see on the 28th for the large circle prompt. But for this one, I had big plans. I feel like I did really good when we had the heart prompt, so I was trying to do something different and not do a large star, but I was still hoping to get lots of stars on here, and this process just kind of morphed into something else. So I don't know if I failed on this one or not. There's stars that end up on the layout. They're just not the focus the way I would have hoped for the prompt. But I cut into that one pink 12 by 12 just to give me a nice frame for this strip of photos. So I have three 4x4s that I all stuck together in this photo strip. This is documenting Marcus and my first anniversary. And I had to do pink because if you guys were around when I scrapbooked the wedding cake, which was supposed to be cream with a little bit of dusty pink kind of ombre at the bottom, turned out hot pink all over. And so we kind of decided for our anniversary, we were going to order a mini version of our wedding cake to enjoy because we didn't do a groom's cake or anything like that. And we decided to embrace the hot pink, and we made it hot pink just to remember that part of the wedding. And you can see in the top picture, they had a little accident on the drive home and split a little bit. But at this point, nothing surprises me with this cake. There's always going to be something that just happens to it. So it's fine. It tasted great. And we had a laugh remembering our wedding day. So we have the cake. Marcus got me flowers and some really beautiful earrings. And we went out to the place where we held our reception for dinner. And we had a lot of fun. So I'm back with the One Canoe 2 hashtag sticker book and pulling in a bunch of like green and pink ish stickers. I kind of focused on this one sticker that had a saying on it, and then kind of went through and pulled out all the other stickers that have that same design. And my plan was I'm going to create a visual triangle, have all of these stickers piled onto them, and that would be my embellishment because I'm really running low on the embellishment for this page. So I'm trying to use the sticker book instead, and then that's where my problem started, is I just kept focusing on the sticker book and not the prompt until the page was almost done, and then realized I needed to, make sure there were stars on there. So even though this is the last page we're doing, I still have half of this paper pad because I only pulled out half the papers to use this month. So all the scraps will go back into that paper pad for when I decide to do part 2 of using this collection, whenever that ends up being. So I'm still gutting from the two 12 by 12s I cut into, which is really nice. The back of this floral is green, and I really needed that green to help break up some of the pinks and some of the pattern on this page. So I'm really happy that I salvaged that one strip from behind where the photo strip is, because I end up really needing that green on this layout. But I'm going to go ahead and piece together the 12 by 12 portion and get all of this secure. I'm kind of doing my go-to design here, where on the side where I have more room, I'm going to do a bigger cluster, and then on the side where there's like that skinny strip of the floral, on the opposite diagonal I'll do a smaller cluster. And so I'm trying to figure out how I can incorporate this green into those layers, because I don't really have a lot of the other green papers left over from this month. So I really needed this green piece to kind of do some fun layering things. I'm starting out by using a scallop border punch to create a little strip up the left side of the photo strip, and then I'll incorporate it into a bigger layer on the right side. And as you can see, Franklin came up to visit me, so I had him on my shoulder, and he decided to jump down and steal the show once again. I feel like he's made a lot of cameos this month, but it's fine. Someone asked me if I was ever worried he would like poop on my stuff, and I don't know if I shared the video or not. It was a video from like when we first got Franklin, but there are signs. He gives you signals before he has to go, so I know his process. So that's why I'm not worried, because if I saw any of those signals, I would be able to move him before that happened. But yeah, just so you guys don't worry when he's on the desk. I know what to look for. And also, usually when he gets the free roam the house, I make sure he goes potty beforehand. That way I just don't have to worry about it. But yeah, just so you know, because I got that question, I thought it was funny. But I don't want you guys stressing when you're watching the process videos thinking that that might happen. But here is the green strip running up the right side. I just decided I wanted it on both sides to kind of frame the pink and break up the pink matte from the pink floral background. And then now I'm pulling in this other scrap of a different pink to have a bigger layer coming out on the right side to kind of be my base for my cluster. So I'm just trimming a piece here, and kind of what I like to do is whatever I do on one side, I just kind of do a mini version of it on the other side to help keep the page balanced. It's just a really easy way to, make the page look cohesive, I guess. So I did take a strip of that same paper and put it on the opposite side, and now I'm just adding some base layers to make it interesting before I pile on the stickers. So I'm just doing my go-to doily and a glassine bag and tucking that in, just to kind of have a base place to start building all the stickers that I end up using. And because this is the final page, I'm not really going to worry about gutting everything. So as you can see, I didn't worry about gutting behind that piece or anything. I don't think I got anything else the rest of the page, so that's kind of nice. I don't have to worry about it since it's the last bit. And I even decided to use the extra piece of the doily that I didn't need on that other side as well. And this is where I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put all the stickers. So I'm starting with some of the longer horizontal bits. I know I'm going to have kind of a bigger cluster on the glassine bag. I'm going to have something over there in the accessory cluster. And then I decided to make a visual triangle and add something in the upper right hand corner as well, just so I can use all these stickers, fill up more space, and I don't know, I just wanted to use everything I pulled out. So I'm starting off with these 3 elements that kind of show the same scenery, but in a different size and a different shape. There's a couple heart stickers that are in my color scheme that I was really hoping to pull in to go with this star theme. But as I continue to pile on the stickers that are shaped as stars were not working, which was sad because I was supposed to start incorporating the star motif. But every time I put them down, they kind of just blended into what was ever behind them, and it just wasn't working. So I changed gears and I pull out my star wood veneer instead, and I was like, well, I'll just try to get, multiple stars in each cluster instead, so that I can still be on theme with the star prompt. I just wish it was more incorporated into the design, like my heart layout, because I was really proud of that one, but it's just not happening today. I play around a lot with these stickers and how I want to layer them, so that was super fun to keep moving them around, but it works out okay. Just, I don't know, what I had in my head was more like the One Canoe 2 sticker book page I did earlier in the month, and it just wasn't working out the same way. So going back through the sticker book, and I end up pulling in a bunch more. I pulled out this pink pattern that has greens and little pink florals on them, and I decided to incorporate that into every cluster instead of trying to force the plaid stickers and the star stickers I was attempting to use initially. But the problem I was having was that sticker pattern is very similar to the background, and they were blending in together. So I did pull in this little tab to kind of help separate them a little bit, but you'll still see once I pile everything together, it still looks very busy because those patterns are just too close. And that's when I decided to go back and get some more scraps of the green paper. And I pretty much just add green fishtail banners to all 3 of these clusters to really help break up those 2 pink patterns, because when they're right next to each other you can't really distinguish them and it just looks confusing. So that was my way around that, but I kind of just kept piling on stickers until it got a little bit crazy, and then was like, I have to stop and figure out how to make this not look so busy. So that was basically the process, adding more stickers down here. I have like 4 horizontal stickers down there. I don't know what I was doing. I was just trying to use them up. But here's the branding strip that I saved from that green pattern paper. I'm just going to cut that into a bunch of fishtail banners and layer them underneath these horizontal pieces. And I think that made such a big difference with breaking up those patterns. I also have this one random word sticker. I think it says adventure, but it was the same green color and I was determined to use it. So I'm trying to find a way to incorporate it into that bigger cluster. Here I am adding another fishtail banner to that side, which I think really helped. And then I'll add one to the top as well. I was being really stubborn with that scrap of doily because I really didn't glue it down because it was only like the very edge of the lacy part of the doily. So I'm like relying on the stickers to keep it held down. So I had to secure it a little better. And I repositioned my wood veneer stars. The wood veneer stars move around a lot as well. But here's that third green fishtail banner I add to the top cluster. And I'm really happy I added that. I really think that darker green pulls your eye around to each section and really kind of grounds the visual triangle with all of the different pink patterns that are going on. That little stamp I popped up on some foam, which I think is really cute. And then I think I need to just commit to the stars. But here I keep messing around with them as well. I just wanted to have so many stars on this layout to really do Scraptember proud. And I ended up just having to pull back and just, use 2 in each cluster. And I think that worked out a lot better. I don't know if I'm looking for more stickers now or if I'm just putting away the other stickers that I decided I just wasn't going to use. Yeah, I'm just putting away the other stickers. So I think I'm done with the sticker book at this point. I'm giving up on trying to get more on here. I'm just trying to finish this page and make it not look super busy. So again, moving this green word that I'm determined to use. It ends up staying down there with the big cluster. I just have to figure out where I want it. I think it just stays there though. And I like that pop of green as well. But playing around with the stars, I was kind of hemming and hawing about like which size I wanted in each area. And I ended up just going with 2 different size stars together in each cluster. And I try to have the bigger stars with the bigger cluster and kind of go down from there. So I'm committing finally. I'm gluing down the wood veneer stars. And then I think we will be done. So I had a lot of fun this month. I loved playing along with Scraptember. I wish I was like on the ball enough to have been able to play along every day. But I don't think my kit would have lasted if I did it every day because I barely made it through this month with the papers I had, unless I was going to use like the entire paper pad instead of half of it. But got all that together, cleaning up a little bit. And then I decide that I need a little bit of more white just to balance the white. I have the doily in 2 areas. I kind of have the white on the label in the upper right-hand corner. I just wanted to incorporate that scallop design one more time and just give another little pop of white. So I decided to go through and add a scrap of white and this border punch along the right side of the green. That way I have that scallop bee detail on either side of the photo, but this time just in white to just finish it out. So I'm gonna get that stuck down and then I think we're done. I just couldn't stop myself on this layout. I just wanted to keep adding more things. So it was fun though, and it's a fun memory. I do still need to add the title. I just want to like title it First Anniversary. I think it'll be pretty obvious to me. I think the photos are pretty self-explanatory, but I still felt like I needed to have First Anniversary somewhere on this page. So cramming this in. This is really cheap white paper. I'm pretty sure it's like computer paper, so it was being really fiddly with trying to shove it up under there, but I finally got it, trimming off the excess, and now I think I need to get my title down. I decided just to use these Freckled Fawn title alphas. It has the gold foiling on white, and I'm just spelling out anniversary. I end up spacing it out a little bit too far, and it goes over the edge of that pink paper that it's supposed to be sitting on, which I didn't like. So I end up scooching it all over a little bit to the left, just so it wouldn't hang off the end there. I didn't want to move it over, so I'm hesitating, seeing if it's worth moving it every single sticker, but I end up doing it because I just know it'll bother me in the long run. So I shift everything over to the left, and then I have a little bit extra space, and so I'm like, well, I could shift it over a smidgen to the right so it's not overlapping the frame, but I just wasn't going to do all this again. So it stays where it sticks, like right now, right? I'm just leaving it like that. So I'm going back, adding first on top so it reads First Anniversary, and then I think I'm done. I thought I was done so many times on this layout, and I was like, no, it still needs something else. but I think I'm done for real. We'll find out. Watch I go and add something else. We'll see. I'm deciding. Nope, close-ups are coming up. Okay, we're done. Here are the close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Make sure you check out the Scraptember 2023 playlist everyone's playing along with. And I'll see you in the next process video. Bye.